Here at Park Drive. Well, it was half time here at Park Drive, but it finished Walton Tiptree 3, Burnham Ramblers 4. That's what I mean by finished, because at half time the heavens opened here. They were already chucking it down here, but unfortunately the rain got too persistent and too heavy. In the end, the match was abandoned after a 50-minute delay to see if the conditions improved, which sadly they didn't. And there was a blow for manager Keith Wilson, Burnham Ramblers manager, and he talks to me now. And Keith, it was frustrating, I suppose, because you were doing so well. 3 early goals and an extraordinary first half, and well, who could have predicted that we'd have 6 goals in the first 20 minutes?
Yeah, it was. Referees made the right call. A bit frustrating, obviously for us. We're in front, but it's just unplayable. The ball's not running. It's now like a boating lake more than a football pitch. But from me, my perspective. I've had a reaction from a poor performance last Saturday against Erith and on Tuesday at Tilbury. We played okay at Tilbury, but we didn't really. We've had a bit of a clear the air meeting on Thursday, and we've come out and 3-0 up in 8 minutes. The time where I'm thinking, come on ref, blow the final whistle. We'll take this. But being a defender myself in my playing days, today's the worst nightmare for a defender. The conditions, and sometimes both boxes. I think Terry will admit the same. If you get to speak to him, it was like Billy Smart Circus back there. Sometimes both ends. It was, it's great for the people who've had their £8. They've definitely have had their 8. They got their money, value for money today. But no, it's frustrating, but the right call, and we'll just dust ourselves down and go again on Monday. So
it's just one of those where nobody could just stay on their feet. Lucky that the pitch was playing really well in that first half. There's no surface water on the pitch, but as I say, people were struggling to stay on their feet. Jack, I know, slipped over a few times early on. It's just very difficult for everybody out there.
Yeah, well, I think Jack had rollerblades on. The way he kept falling over. No, the pitch has played really well. Probably played too well. Hence why there's so much standing water on it. It's just one of them things, and I'm not one to say we've not had much luck, but 4-3 up, heavens open, Tuesday night, 2-1 down, should have been comfortably in front, and the ball hit Jack on the bum to go and made it off the crossbar to make it 3-1. You just think sometimes things are against you, but as I said, we've had a reaction today, and that's the pleasing thing, and we'll go Monday now, and if we win Monday, hopefully everything will be all right. We'll come back here in a couple of weeks. Go.
3 goals early on, couldn't have asked for anything better, surely. Fantastic stuff.
No, what I said, the reaction, as I said, we had a clear the air meeting on Thursday. We come out and we've hit them. We started like that Tuesday, to be fair, and we got the first goal. We just couldn't get the second. And all of a sudden, we've had Billy Hunt scored 2 good goals. Reece Gilby, who's come in on.
I thought Reece had a tremendous game in that first half.
Yeah, he's quality. You're not the captain of East Thurrock in the Ryman Prem for no reason. He's here for 2 weeks on holiday from his job in Dubai. You don't turn that down. The chance he can play 4 games for us. Well, 3.5 now.
Yes.
So you can't turn that down, and he's a great strike. He's a great strike.
That was terrific, wasn't it? Excellent.
And against his old teammate Richard in goal, I think could be a few tweets or text messages flying about tonight. It's disappointing, but we take it on the chin, and it's I've said to the lads after the ref abandoned it. We've got to believe now. We've given Needham Market, which he was there down. We lost there. We've given them a game. We've given more than a game today. And these 2 teams are going to finish in the top 6. Have got massive, big budgets. Everyone's got a big budget compared to us, but that's by the by. If we turn up right and we prepare properly, we give anyone a game in this league, and that's something that the lads can take from today.
Well, you certainly set your stall out this afternoon, and well, as you say, you can certainly mix it with the big boys, and you've done that today. And as you say, you did that last week against Needham Market, albeit the result was a little bit different, but I'd say plenty of positives to take from the season so far overall, I'd say, despite the last 3 results before today.
think positive. It's still a learning curve. I think I said to you lot after the Needham game, and it's going to take us half a dozen games to get up to it. And last season, our success, we were turning up to games knowing we'd just win, regardless of how we prepared. And I think we took that into Erith, definitely, and we took it into Tilbury as well. In not so much, but it was definitely part of it. We just thought, it's only Tilbury, we'll be all right. I think the penny's dropped with the lads now that we've got to prepare properly. And funnily enough, speaking to Terry before the game, he said this season every game for you would be like playing Wakering last season, which is I probably couldn't put it any better. That's how we've got to prepare. And I think I've got an honest bunch. They turn up 3 times a week, don't get no reward for it. It costs them money, and I think they've had a look at themselves and realised, we've got to step up and do it week in, week out. We've got to be at it every Saturday, Tuesday.
There's 46 games to prepare for in the league this season, so much different.
Yeah, but we're enjoying it, and yes, all right, it is what we got. We got 3 points out of 4 games. I said, I think you get a point a game, you'll be safe. So we're maybe a point under. We'd have had 6 out of 5 today.
It's just the way it goes, isn't it?
No. Yeah, so we get a result Monday, positive result Monday, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, so Waltham Forest is a bit of an unknown entity this season. Many changes to their squad, but a team would like to get the ball down and play, so they might take your Leslie Field pitch to their liking, perhaps.
Yeah, possibly. Let's be honest. They're a side we've got to win. They're going to be a team that's going to be in and around us, and you've got to beat the teams that are going to be in and around you. If you come to these places, your Needhams, your Maldens, and Whithams and Haybridges, and you get a point or you get a win, that's a bonus. Games like Monday, and now games that we've looked at the fixture list and thought, we need to get a result today. We thought that last Saturday, and I think we were probably too overconfident against Erith. Deserved a point, didn't get it. Sometimes you don't get deserving football, but
yeah, it is the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? Yeah. Well, the league, of course, is a priority, but next Saturday you've got the FA Cup again. You're at least one round a bit later this year because of the promotion. But tough game away to Redbridge. How do you see that one?
Yeah, from a club perspective, it's probably a must-win game due to our financial. I think it's £1,900 up for grabs. For me, I know it's the FA Cup. To be honest, I'm not worried about next Saturday. I'll start thinking about that, at 5:30 Monday night. But it'd be great for the club to have a cup run. It'd be great for the players to have a cup run. It is even at this early stage, it is special. To say that you've played, and scored, or you've been involved in the FA Cup, and who's to say we can't progress with a little bit of luck? You get through, you get a couple of decent draws. You pick up. Look at like Southend Manor last season. They went to the 4th qualifying round and get the conference team.
Yeah, so you just have to go a few rounds. And that's what
it's about. And for our lads, as I said, they don't get any monetary, gain out of it. So to play, last season for us, Southend in the Essex Senior Cup was to play at Rootsville under the lights. Was a massive day, and that springboarded the season for us. Hopefully Saturday, we'll win Monday. We'll go Redbridge. We'll give them a good game.
Well, let's hope so. Fingers crossed for Monday. Willow, thank you very much indeed for joining.
Cheers, Dan. Thanks, mate. See you soon.